Hey there, Scorpio. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn. Happy Wednesday. No, I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for June 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're going to do it the same as we always do. For those of you that haven't done this with us before, I'm going to call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. We will pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs. It's to give you some sort of an overview into the current dynamic between you and the person that came to your mind. Okay, at the bottom, we will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you some sort of insight as to what could possibly be coming towards you this weekend. The hope here is to make it easier for you to navigate your way through the weekend. Okay, this one's going to be for my Scorpios. Scorpios. Alrighty. And let's see what we get. All right, Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio currently dealing with an Aries, I have this in my way. No, I have the 5 of Cups and the Fool card. So this Aries is viewing you as somebody who is dealing with a strong sense of loss and regret. But they're viewing you as somebody who's trying to take a leap of faith away from the situation with them. So something obviously negative has transpired here between you and the Aries, it would seem. This is Momo, by the way. There you go. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Taurus, I have the 10 of Swords and the King of Wands. So this Taurus is viewing you as somebody who's been betrayed, but I feel like it's somebody who's been betrayed in the past. And for that reason, they feel as though you're presenting here as the King of Wands. So you're presenting in your masculine, male or female, it's just an energy. But what it is this Taurus would love to get traction with something with you, and instead they feel as though you are here for a good time, not a long time. They feel like you are very non-committal over a betrayal that you've suffered in the past from somebody else. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Gemini, I have the 5 of Swords and the Page of Wands. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who they have conflict with, it looks like. And with the Page of Wands, they're viewing you as somebody who's fiery and immature or something like that. A free spirit. I don't know, but it does feel like there's definitely conflict here. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Cancer, I have the Moon card and the High Priestess. Wow. Well, there seems to be, this Cancer is viewing you as somebody who's got a ton of secrets, somebody who's quite dishonest. There's a lot of deception at play in that dynamic. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Leo, I have the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. This Leo sees you as somebody who they feel they could have emotional fulfillment with, but they're saying you're very defensive, especially towards them for some reason. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Virgo, I have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Well, for one thing, this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who comes across as being quite unrealistic or immature. They do, however, feel that you're trying to build a new foundation for yourself, and they also feel as though you're trying to get to the bottom of some situation, trying to find the truth in something. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a, where are we at, Libra, you get the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. So this Libra is viewing you as somebody who is very rigid in your thinking, somebody who's taken their power back at this point, somebody who's not open to compromise at all, and somebody who is acting somewhat fiery, impulsive, maybe angry towards a situation. I don't feel like the situation you're angry about or acting impulsively towards has anything to do with the Libra, really. So this is a family member or a friend that's been watching you, or they're watching from the outside, whoever this is. I don't feel like they're directly connected to whatever's happening here, but they're making an observation. If you are a Scorpio dealing with another Scorpio or sending yourself a message, I have the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the message to yourself, if that's what's happening here, is they're telling you pump the brakes. You know what I'm saying? For sure. They want you to pull your energy back and reevaluate a situation or reassess it, try to shine light on it before you act. And with the Knight of Pentacles, they're definitely hoping that you slow down before you act. If this is you're a Scorpio and you are dating or dealing with another Scorpio, this is about pulling your energy back to reassess the situation, is how they feel about it, and you're very slow to come back in now. Okay? If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Sagittarius, I have Temperance and the Hangman. The Sagittarius is viewing you as somebody who is very much so stuck right now and trying to be patient. But it's not easy. But you're trying to be patient in a situation that's requiring patience. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Six of Cups and the King of Swords. So, the Capricorn is viewing you as somebody who they feel they have a ton of history with. Right now they're saying you're presenting as the King of Swords, so you are in your masculine. You are definitely in a very logical, strategic frame of mind right now. Trying to keep emotion at bay. This feels very sad for some reason, so this is some sort of a family member that is definitely sad to see the state that you're in right now. That's how I feel about that. If you are a Scorpio dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Two of Pentacles and the Death card. The Aquarius is viewing you as somebody who definitely is needing to go through a transformation to try to balance yourself out. Because something here has you quite off kilter as far as they're concerned. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a Pisces, I have the Five of Wands and the Page of Cups. It's possible this Pisces has tried to bring forward a very small love offer towards you, and you're very conflicted about whether or not to take it, it seems. This Pisces wants traction with you. They want to get something going, but you're just not jumping in. Maybe you're just not on board. I don't know. All right, for Friday, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. So, you set your sights on what it is you want, but to try to get there right now seems too chaotic. So I get the feeling you're trying to retreat for a minute and regroup to come back in and try for what you want. Saturday, I've got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Saturday, it's saying that there is somebody who is a higher level soulmate to you that is becoming a very heavy burden. And Sunday, I've got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So you are presenting in your feminine on Sunday. You have a cup full of love and you're trying to hand it to somebody, but you're doing it from a very defensive stance. You have your sword drawn. You're tired of the BS. It looks like somebody's been yanking your chain for sure. That's what I got for this week. It doesn't look bad. There is a good mix out here. There's, positive, negative. It all goes like that. No matter what the cards say, you go out and make it the best possible weekend you can. That should always be our motto, right? But I'll be back on Sunday with the weekly readings. I'm here every morning with these new things I'm doing, the daily energy check-ins. If you're interested, they're kind of fun, kind of quick. They're here every day. If you have not followed me on YouTube yet, it would be greatly appreciated just because I'm trying to build my numbers over there as well. If you follow me here, thank you so much. If you follow me, like my videos, leave comments, you mean the world to me and then some. If anybody's looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I will get you the details. I will never reach out to you first. It's not going to be me that does that. So, there's somebody out there right now using my picture and reaching out to people. I won't do that. I would love to hear from you. It would be awesome if you sent me a message saying, tell me the details about the readings. That's great. I would be thrilled. I'll send you the details. We'll work it out. But I'm never going to randomly send you some sort of message saying, hey, I had a feeling, or none of that. We're not doing any of that, okay? There you go. I keep reporting them. Doesn't really do any good. The next day they seem to be back. But at any rate, I'll continue to report them. And you just live with the knowledge that if you want a reading, you have to contact me and then we'll work it out. I'm never going to reach out to you first, okay? All right. That's pretty much it, you guys. Thanks for everything. Have a great weekend. Take care.